Now, the last thing I want to address is vaccinations. We've done a great job of getting so many people vaccinated. We talk about it every week. But I can't emphasize this enough. There is nothing more important than getting our vaccine numbers up. This is the miracle that we prayed for. This is what we hoped for. This is the thing. This is it. This is how we get out of this pandemic forever. This is the thing that gets us back to normal. This is the thing that ends and helps us fight off the variants and prevents future variants from happening. This is the thing that helps it from coming back in the fall. This is the answer. This is the only answer. It is vaccinations. And if enough people don't get vaccinated, then we run the risk of having problems and having to deal with these things again in the future. We don't want that to happen. And so I plead with you. We have seen vaccinations slowing down here in the state of Utah. We've seen it across the country. Every governor is dealing with this. We've also seen lots of different attempts to try to encourage and incentivize people to get vaccines. Again, we will never require that. In fact, we were one of the first states in the country to pass a prohibition on government requiring people to get vaccinated. There's nothing that says we can't incentivize people to get vaccinated. And so we've been talking with behavioral scientists. We've been talking with residents. We've been talking with other governors. We've been talking with health officials. What can we do? What things will work to help incentivize people who are on the fence, who are maybe right there, not sure what to do? You've seen across the country that there have been lots of different incentives to try to get people vaccinated. In some places, they're giving away fishing licenses. Other places, they're giving away alcohol, beer, and shots, anything to try to get people to do that. We appreciate the private sector who are doing things to encourage people, whether it's free donuts or other things. But there was a very interesting announcement yesterday that came out of Ohio, where they announced a drawing for $1 million, 5 drawings actually, for people who have been vaccinated as a way to encourage people to get the vaccines. This is something I'm very interested in. We had actually had several conversations prior to Ohio's announcement yesterday about ways that we could incentivize people to do that. And this is one of the ideas that was floated out there. Now, I recognize that we don't have raffles or gambling in the state of Utah, and I want to be very clear that this is not that. This is not that type of thing. People aren't paying in to it. It's not a lottery, as I've often said. Lotteries are taxes on people that are bad at math. That is not this, and so we are working with the legislature to come up with new and innovative ideas. I believe that this is one of those ideas. It's something that I support. We're having our legal teams look at it, and we will be meeting with the legislature to get their buy-in. Obviously, they would have to appropriate the funds for this, but there is no amount of money that is too much to help us get an extra 5 or 10% of people vaccinated when you look at the damage that has happened to our economy, to our nation, because of this pandemic. Anything we can do to encourage more people to get vaccinated, and if this is one of those things, then we will take it. If you have other ideas, please send them our way. We really have to think outside the box. We have to think, again, this is something that happens once every 100 years. We shouldn't treat it like just another thing. This is not like encouraging people to get the flu vaccine every year. This is something very different. This is something very specific, and this is something that can certainly help us over time. So I look forward to working with the legislature on this idea and others to do everything we can. But I hope that people won't need some sort of outside motivation, that they'll do it because it protects them, it protects their families, it protects their neighbors, protects our economy. It's safe, and it's the thing that we've been waiting for. So please, please, please don't wait. I will say, if we do something like this, it would apply to everyone that has gotten the vaccine, not just people that are getting it going forward. And so I'm very excited to hear what ideas come forward and see if we can't do more to push us up towards 70 and 80%, 90% vaccinations.